I don't wanna be in your big crowd. Oh, I don't wanna be in your big crowd. I don't wanna be in your big crowd. I'm good right here. I'm out of style. Out of style media.
Jordan and LeBron. That's the everyday discussion on the internet. Now, while people have a common debate on who they like more, on which player is the best, which player impacted the game more, that's your own personal decision. Jordan, for everybody around my age, Jordan is who they're going to pick. But I also grew up in the LeBron era, around the same age as LeBron. Respect everything LeBron has done for the game. I respect everything Jordan has done for the game. Both players have two different play styles. While Jordan is a scorer, LeBron is also a scorer, but he's also a facilitator. He's a playmaker. He doesn't have a problem passing the ball. Versatility is one thing that's always been needed in the game. Players like Penny Hardaway, Tim Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, Grant Hill, they all brought their own flavor to the game. But my biggest thing is how people sit on social media who haven't accomplished anything can try to critique their everyday life, their everyday move, on and off the court. And for me, the era I'm from, I would more so say we sit back and just enjoy the game. And don't get me wrong, because like I said, people debate. But I don't have a reason to down the players. And that's what I see every day online. Somebody's downing somebody about something that they know themselves that they cannot do. They look at Jordan layups and say, oh, that layup is, he's playing against plumbers. And I can honestly tell you, I probably can't beat not one. I know I can't beat one person that's played in the NBA. But if they're plumbers like that, then that's the type of plumber I want to see play the game. LeBron, they critique him. I don't care what it is, they critique LeBron on walking in and shaking children's hands. It's the craziest thing that people can sit back and honestly try to judge somebody who they'll never understand and will never walk in their shoes. But this was, for me, kind of a quick rant and something that I wanted to address because it's kind of crazy to see people do this on the daily. I just don't get it, especially when you haven't accomplished a third of what these guys have accomplished. And that's anybody who's made it to the high heights. But I think social media has taken people out of their right mind into a delusional state. And all they do is talk about people who've accomplished something. When did society get to this point where everybody feel like hate is a good thing? But I don't know. You guys let me know, and I'll leave y'all with this.
One thing that's never changed with sports fans is the debate about the GOAT. Who's the greatest of all time? So it's rare that I get a chance to sit down with one of the guys who's debated about to talk about the conversation of that term, the GOAT.
The whole GOAT term is never going to be something that I ever will get high or low about, you know. It just doesn't exist with me. I never played against Oscar Robert or Jerry West. Would have loved to. Absolutely love to. Just as competitive as I am. You know, and I actually learned from them, you know, and we, you know, paved the road to the Kobe's and the LeBrons, right? You know, and to me, it's the beauty of the game of basketball that a player, after a previous player, has evolved the game further. Mm-hmm. But don't then, in essence, this is where I look at it, you know, don't then now use that against the player that actually taught you the game or that you learned from. Yeah, and that's why I have a tough time. And, you know, look, I would love to have played against LeBron and, you know, Kobe in my prime. You know, I would love to have played, you know, against those guys. But we'll never be able to know that. Part of the marketing, part of the hype, part of the things that tries to elevate one generation above the other,
Right.
I think it creates animosity. I have no animosity against today's players, but you do have certain players that do have animosity because of the forgottenness of what their contribution has been to the game of basketball. It is what it is. It is a empty comparison. It's a absolutely never find that the true answer to that question.
It's a circular conversation.
It's just going to keep
You're
going.
never going to get
and
a right
I understand.
answer.
And
but it's great to talk about.
100%.